with the August 2024. We're going to roll the astro dice to see who it is that we are reading for. We're going to go over the energy with the Shaman's Dream Oracle. I'm going to utilize mermaids messages. We have the Modern Witch Tarot deck here, and I'm also going to be utilizing crystals at the end of the reading to figure out what's the best stone to use throughout the month for whatever sign that I pull. All right, I'm also going to go through and do the entire month of August and all of the transits that are going to be taking place in every house. All right, let's take a look at who we're reading for. All right, so I got Capricorn in the second house with Jupiter's energy here. Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius. Okay. Something could finally be taken off for you, Sag. Okay. It looks more so like there's something pertaining to an expansion when it comes to your career life. I don't know if this is going to be helping out your finances in any way. All right. But I'm seeing some sort of growth in or opportunity presenting itself in the second house. Okay. Let's get right into the tarot. Let's see what's going on here. For the month of August 2024 for Gemini. Wow. Tower. This tower will not stop coming out for me tonight. Okay. I don't know what that's all about, but some sort of shocking, unexpected news coming in about something. Okay. Let's see. Why is this tower energy here for Gemini? Okay. I was like, Spirit wants a specific card. Your energy. All right. So there's going to be some sort of shocking change that comes in. All right. You're going to feel betrayed in a way. Okay. You may feel drained overall, shockingly out of nowhere, mentally, meaning. All right. Or you hear or see some shocking news online. Kind of seeing that as she's resting on her phone there. Let's see what's going on. This deck has 2 Ten of Swords in it, by the way. And it speaks about, one of them says everything is fine, which technically that's just how you tend to deal with the situation as you release it. All right. So the tower could be like something unexpected fully, coming through that's going to have you end a specific situation that was difficult. Yeah. The 8 of Cups speaks about walking away. This is coming through heavy overall in the energy for where we are currently right now with all the transits happening. So there's heavy endings, heavy betrayals, people walking away. I don't know how this is affecting you, but we'll look at that when we get into your chart. Okay. Let's see. Welcome in. All right, let's see. I think it's time for you to go in a different direction. I'm kind of feeling like whatever it is that you need to manifest here isn't going to come in up until something is fully cleared out of your way. Okay, wow. That took no time to come out. The 3 of Swords. You have to separate yourself from someone or something. Okay. Why do I always see 111 or 1111 everywhere? These are your angel guides speaking to you and sending you synchronistic signs and messages that you're going to go through a spiritual ascension. Okay. Let's see what's going on here. 10 of Cups. Okay. So I feel like you could be looking for a new journey that is a bit more happier than what you may have been experiencing in love. All right. This could be where you find more of a happier environment when it comes to children, whoever it is that is your partner. Or you could be switching up, walking away from one person unexpectedly to go into a relationship with someone else. I'm not sure what this is, but I feel like what you're going to manifest is going to lead you right to your happiness overall. It's every day. Does that make sense for years now? Yes, I see it every day as well. All right. Let's see. Something's possibly faded for to come through for you, Robert. I don't know what that may be. Okay. Clarify the energy of this tower here. What's going on with the tower? What's coming through unexpectedly for the sign of Gemini? The Knight of Cups. Clarify that Knight of Cups. Six of Swords. I feel like the minute that you move forward, you move on from a specific situation, you run right into love. Is that right? You may have to go through a resting period for sure so that you could do some healing. Okay. Tell me why the Ten of Swords is in the challenge position. What is it that betrayed you? What are you going through that may be hurting you in the mental state? It could be a King of Cups, a Cancer, a Scorpio, and or a Pisces. All right. This could just definitely feel the betrayal within your emotional state that you have to heal from with whatever that, unexpected energy that comes through with the need to move on from something. Why am I saying that this is Gemini? This is the reading for Sagittarius. Okay. Interesting. Why do I feel such a heavy Geminian energy here? Because of Jupiter, that's why. Jupiter is what came out on the Astro days. Hi, Saja, how are you? All right, Queen of Swords. You have to cut something off. You have to release something emotionally. I don't know what that may be. Let's see. Energy of the sun. The sun is shining in its domicile energy right now, and for you specifically, Sag, that's going to be in the energy of the ninth house. Okay. You may have been betrayed by somebody in some way that has been really hurting you, where you have to overcome this, heal through it, move on from it so that you can open yourself up to manifest new. Eight of Cups. We are not going down the zodiac, sweetheart. We are going to be doing my August 2024 readings. So I'm currently right now reading for Sagittarius. Okay. I'm going to be adding all of my videos to the playlist. All right. So you guys can go check out your sun, moon, and rising, and or any other sign that you feel you resonate with. All right. Let's see here. You could be moving on from something that you felt was a heavy attachment, toxicity in your energy, something that have an obsessional type of codependent energy upon, whatever it is that you're committed to. This is kind of giving me that. Be in the home environment as well. Okay. What is the Magician? It's going to help you gain clarity about where you're heading, how to come out of the energy of confusion, as that just came out of in the energy in reverse. I normally don't read reversals, but it flew out that way. It's going to help you gain clarity when it comes to the illusions that you've been dealing with here. Okay, whatever that may be for you. And once again, we'll go through your chart. You're new here. We'll welcome in. Right, Queen of Wands. It's going to be something that it kind of gives me something that's going to be creative, something that's going to take off by the amount of work that you put into something. All right. Whatever it is that's to manifest is going to be something that you feel confident in. All right. But it definitely requires for you to separate from something else. What is that Three of Swords energy? The Five of Swords. Something about lies. Somebody's been lying to you. I'm kind of getting that with that being the challenge as the Ten of Swords. It's like you feel betrayed by something. Now you see the Five of Swords. It's like if someone's trying to win at all costs. You have a lot of mental energy going on around you, specifically, Sag. I've seen the Four of Swords, the Five of Swords, the Three of Swords is here as well. So heavy Libra and Aquarius coming out in this spread for you. All right, so Sagittarius, Aquarius for you is going to be your third house energy. That is communication. And Libra is your 11th house, which is definitely communication as well, because it's the house that is an intellectual sign. It's ruled by Aquarius. Okay. Interesting. Whatever this is like if you've been living a lie this entire time, something is going to be exposed with the energy of the light. You're going to learn how to cut out someone that isn't serving your higher good. All right, whatever this attachment is, possibly around your home environment. If you felt some sort of betrayal, that's what's coming to an end here. It's going to help you gain clarity and come out of the energy of an illusion. All right, I don't know if this is love, if this is business, if this has to do with, someone that you communicate with. I'm not sure what's going on here with the Ten of Cups. So like your focus is going to be on something creative and something that opens up the energy of love. Ace of Cups here. Okay. That's what it's giving. Page of Swords. I don't know if this energy watches over you. Whoever this person is watches over you, and how abundant you have become in self-love is giving. Okay. So I'm seeing someone seeing your cup overfilled, like with emotion. Two of Wands, this could be definitely clarifying that you're on the right direction in life if you feel this way. Especially it pertains to like happiness. You know what I mean? Ten of Cups is like the happily ever after card. Somebody's watching in on the amount of love that you have for someone, something that you do, and where you're taking this in the near future with the Two of Wands. Let's see what else we have here. The Hermit. This could be an ancestor, to be honest with you. Those that have crossed over, they watch everything that we do. Okay. I don't know. They have a significant way in tapping in with your energy. I see this Hermit here with a laptop. Normally, the Hermit searches for who? The star. The star is the future. The internet is the future. Think of it that way. Okay. If there's something that you do online, I'm not sure what that may be. All right. Let's see. All right. Two of Pentacles. All right, so this is like adapting to the changes and what this may look like in the near future. So I feel that where we are right now, where we are ascending to collectively, I mean, obviously this is for Sagittarius, but it feels like the energy is leading us towards the future, what we are no longer approving of in our emotional state and what's making us discontent and unhappy. We're going towards happiness, filling ourselves with self-love, and then moving forward away from negative attachments. That's what it's given. Okay. So I'll go over majors in the reading. I'm seeing Virgo, Leo, which we're currently in Leo season, moving into Virgo season by the middle of the month. We'll go over those energies. Okay. I see Capricorn here, which came out in the Astro Dice for you. Capricorn in the second house. There's something hooked to your finances. This could definitely mean like government energies as well. If they watch over everything that you do and the amount of love that you have for something, that could be of significance. I don't know. I'm seeing Scorpio energy with the Tower. And I'm seeing Libra, Aquarius, Aries, Gemini, Cancer, Pisces, and again, Capricorn. Okay. Let's look at your Shaman's Dream Oracle cards. What's happening here in this energy? Stars in the sky, so limitless possibilities. All right. Just kind of giving me the connection that you have to the divine as well. Okay. I think her and I are soulmates. We'll never know for sure. I'm not sure either. All right, so someone could be lost in direction right now with the lost in space and stars in the sky. That's interesting because look how like astrological this is. You know what I mean? And that could just literally represent the energy overall. Is feeling like you're not on the right path. You may not be able to see it clearly. All right, but there's so many different possibilities out there. If you have options to change what it is that doesn't make you happy towards something that does make you happy, that's what it's giving me. Okay. It's like you have the world in your hand, but you feel lost because there's so many different things that you can do with that world. Okay. It's what it's given. Let's look at more energies out of this deck here. Welcome in, you guys. We're currently reading for Sagittarius August 2024 readings, you guys. For those that are just checking in, I'm going to be using the Shaman Dream Oracle. You can run back and listen to the tarot reading spread. All right, but we're going to tap into the messages of the mermaids, and I'm going to run over all of the 12 houses when it comes to the astrological changes that are happening in August 2024. Okay. Many masks. So you want to take off the mask that you've been wearing and tap into your authentic self is what this is giving me. You don't want to any longer feel lost in what you're doing here. There's so many other possibilities out there. There's so many different masks that you can wear as one person. All right. But who is your authentic self? What makes you truly happy? I'm seeing the numbers 51, 36, and 38. So this could be your ages. I'm also seeing March 8th, March 6th. So these are Pisces energies here. And then I'm also seeing May 1st, which is Taurus's energy. Okay. Let's see. Compassion. All right. So opening up your heart space is going to be of significance more so. And I feel that has a lot to do with self-love. We saw that Ace of Cups come out. That was very important to overall who it is that's watching you, where you're heading, how you're gaining information, and where you want to go. Groupthink, mindful. So there could be many things going on in your mind right now, and you don't know which direction to head in. It can feel like that when you have many possibilities. All right. Let's look at the energy of messages of the mermaids. You want to hear about Aquarius? We'll get there. Don't worry. Okay, let's see. Truth. All right, so speak your truth. Obviously, that's giving me like the Ace of Swords again. When you go find clarity about what your truth is and you step into who you are authentically, that's when you start manifesting your truth. Okay. Positivity, stay in a positive mindset. Obviously, when it is time to start manifesting, I don't know who's talking about me right now, but my ears just started ringing like crazy. All right. Yeah, so stay positive, very positive, in where you are trying to head in what direction. All right. And it's time to start letting go of what no longer serves you. Okay. It's time to re-energize. So that's going to be that Four Swords energy we just saw, and how it's going to be a time period for you to rest and rejuvenate and heal. Okay. There's going to be an inner knowing in what direction to take once you do allow yourself to enjoy possibly even some time off, is what I'm feeling. Okay. If you feel that your body is wore out, if you feel betrayed, if you feel burdened in any way, mentally, physically, emotionally, allow yourself time to rest and rejuvenate and let go of what is not serving you. Remain positive and tap into the energy of your intuition always. That inner knowing will tell you, all right, to step into abundance and what direction that may be. All right, you're going to be aware of it. Okay. Let's look at the energy of the astrology now. All right, you guys, let's get right into it. Pull Sagittarius' chart real quick. Okay. All right, you guys, let's get right into it. It's going to be Sagittarius first house energy, house of self. Nothing's really happening in Sagittarius right now. Come September 8th, we're going to see Pallas step out of Scorpio and into your first house. So right now with Pallas being there, you're gaining information about the house of the unknown. All right. You might feel that you have psychic abilities. You may feel that you are tapped in with your intuition. Okay. Or either seeking knowledge about whatever this is. Capricorn in the second house is what came out in the astro days with the energy of Jupiter. Okay. So we'll get to Jupiter in just a second. But Capricorn in the second house is where Sirius is retrograding Capricorn. The asteroid of parenting, nurturing, and agriculture. Sirius is going to go direct on August 26th. So what we're looking at here is going to be Sirius is typically the ruling asteroid to the second house. It has a lot to do with the food that we feed ourselves, fertility, the divine feminine energies. All right. If it has to do with parenting and nurturing and being caring and kind, this has a lot to do, I feel, with your values. So this may be a heavy importance this month in getting prepared for the shift as it goes direct at the end of the month. All right. Aquarius in the third house, house of communication. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. It's going to be where it's stepping back into the second house on September 1st as well. All right. So we're going to be seeing the shift that we've been seeing from, 2023, where it's been in between Capricorn and Aquarius, second and third houses specifically for you, Sag. There's going to be some sort of destruction around communication, some way, somehow. All right. The full moon that takes place this month is in Aquarius. It happens on August 19th. And this is going to be a big highlight on specific areas in your chart, Sag. So this is going to be your fourth house, all right, with Pisces energy, that we're going to be seeing a square over to Venus's energy, where Virgo will be there on in the 10th house. The opposition of Pisces and Virgo in your fourth and 10th houses. And then we're also going to see the square over to your seventh house. Okay. So it'll be Jupiter and Gemini from the seventh house that squares over to the house of home and to the house of career is what I'm seeing, as well as having the energy of an opposition with the fourth and the 10th house. And then we'll see the full moon that happens in your third house. So it's going to be a heavy emphasis on heavy energies on the 19th of this month. All right. We'll get a little bit deeper into what that might be in a different reading. All right. Pisces in your fourth house. This is the house of home, and it's of comfort. It's divine feminine energy. It's where you tap into your inner child healing. It has a lot to do with psychic abilities, tapping into your intuition, that type of thing as well. All right. But Saturn is retrograde in Pisces, as well as Neptune that's retrograde in Pisces. So what happens here is that there's some sort of structure that's happening within your home environment. All right. When it comes to your comfort, there could be discipline, restrictions. All right. Especially if Neptune is supposed to be heightening your intuition pertaining to even like spirituality and those type of things, mystic things like that. But you have to tap into this energy. And there's lots of retrogrades in the following areas in your chart. It's the third house, the fourth house, and the fifth house. You have in the third house, actually 4 houses straight, to be honest with you. Is it 1, 2, 3? No, there's 3 houses. Capricorn in your second is where Sirius is retrograde. Aquarius, we have Pluto retrograde there in the third. Pisces, you have Saturn and Neptune retrograde. So there's 3 areas in your chart right now that are having a review. That's the second, the third, and the fourth houses. Your money, your communication, and your house of home. Okay. So very difficulty right now with those specific areas. Aries in the fifth house. This is where the North Node is. This speaks about pleasure, love, creativity, self-expression, and children. All right. Chiron is also retrograde in Aries. So definitely there are all those retrogrades from the second to the fifth house for you. All right. You are choosing to heal by doing and expressing yourself in some way creatively. All right. This is part of your destiny. Okay. Um, Whatever this is, I feel it is going to take off for you, and we'll see why that is. Where Aries is in opposition to Libra, okay, and that's where the South Node is. We'll get there in a second. But when these energies are working in opposition, this is your fifth and your 11th house. So it has to deal with the specific community of people that you're dealing with here. Once we step into the North Node in 2025, early January, it's going to go into Pisces, and that's going to be in your fourth house. So where you're being structured right now in the fourth house, this is where you're going to be expanding the energy of your destiny pertaining to your home environment. This is why it's important right now for you to tap into whatever abilities that you have and what Neptune is bringing in as you utilize your imagination and creativity. All right. Taurus in the sixth house, house of health and hard work. This is Uranus that is in Taurus. Speaks more so about causing chaos and some sort of changes, possibly in what you do for work, your health, all right, and more so your day-to-day routines. So it's going to be going retrograde on September 1st, which is pretty much, the beginning of next month. But it's going to be of significance as we get closer and closer to it. Every transit that goes retrograde has a pre-shadow phase, all right, before we actually head into a retrograde phase. So you might be feeling these energies getting really difficult with your health, pertaining to your day-to-day routines, how you're remaining in equilibrium when it comes to your mind, your body, your spirit. You could definitely be overthinking things at time. All right, Uranus is kind of giving me like causing the chaos. All right, when it comes to you trying to remain grounded. The good thing about you is that you have Sagittarius, the earth elements in earth houses. So anytime there's a good transit that's happening there, which we're going to be stepping into that with all this energy ingressing into Virgo season, it's going to work well for you. All right. Gemini in your seventh house, in opposition to your first, obviously, is where you have Mars that is taking action in relationships, legal contracts right now. If you're supposed to be expanding in specific partnerships, if this is business, this could be friendships. These could be important people that are meant to come into your life for something to expand for you. All right, for some sort of opportunity to be presented to you. Now, the last quarter moon that happens this month is on August 26th. We're going to be seeing some sort of adjustments happening within partnerships. That's what I'm seeing there. Last quarter moons are getting you ready to continue releasing what no longer serves you. Okay. Mars will step into Cancer on September 4th. Cancer being your eighth house, Mars being in the original house in which it rules can be actually good for you, although Mars is at its detriment in Cancer. All right. So your sex life might pick up. I'm going to be honest with you. You might tap into some sort of deep emotional feelings. You might be having to face some fears, going through a transformation. That transformation can lead you to be non-sexual. I don't know. Okay. But if you are taking up the opportunity and opening yourself up to what makes you happy, if you're separating from one thing and stepping into a new relationship, then this actually can be good for you. So you're going to find somebody that actually kind of works with your flow there. I don't know. This one I'm coming there. All right, Leo in the ninth house. This is where the sun is right now. This is the house of higher learning, spirituality, foreign travel. So you could be really in touch with your spirituality right now. All right, this is where the sun is highlighted for you. This has a lot to do with your belief systems. If it's picking up on the energy of, philosophy, whatever it may be that you want to study, higher learning is like you're all into it. This is like perfect time for you. Right, Venus is in Leo right now up until August 4th, which is this upcoming Sunday. We're also going to be experiencing a new moon in Leo on that same day. So there's going to be something fresh, new that takes off for you. This is something that you've been waiting for. I feel that it's going to be definitely working really, 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 really well for you, as Vesta is in Leo as well, and it is the asteroid of spirituality. So Vesta gives you like this inner spark of like sacrifice and devotion when it comes to spirituality, where you want to just solely focus on that. All right. I feel like it has a lot to do with Aquarius and Leo being in opposition. At times it can feel confrontational with the amount of information or the communication that you need pertaining to, let's say, if you're doing like a specific project, if you're working online and Pluto's trying to disrupt what that looks like for you, it's going to tell you, oh, you need to head in a different direction with the North Node being in your fifth house. You see what I'm saying? Like, get creative in a different way. Do it something that is more fun. But you may like the way that you do what you do, all right? But accepting change can always be good. I'm also seeing here that Venus is going to be moving into Libra by the end of the month. So beginning of the month, it moves into Virgo, which moves into your 10th house. We have Vesta that moves into Virgo on the 24th. We have the Sun that moves into Virgo on the 22nd. So as you're learning what you're learning here in Leo season, you're taking that directly with you into your house of career as we step into Virgo season by the end of the month. All right. Currently, right now, Mercury is in Virgo. On Monday, August 5th, it will go in retrograde. All right, so there's going to be a review of your career, of your public image, of your professional aspirations, whatever that may be, and whatever you do. All right, I feel like it has something to do with heavy online spiritual community. Okay, Mercury will then retrograde back into Leo in your 9th house. So we can review the knowledge that you've learned there. Are you on point? Are you being analytical? Are you efficient in whatever knowledge that you have? And as you come out of that retrograde and go direct in Leo, then things might start picking up for you. All right. So by September 9th, we're going to head back into the energy of your 10th house. And I feel by then you'll be ready with whatever it is that you're trying to take off with. By the way, by the time Mercury steps back into Virgo in your 10th house, Pluto by then will be back into your 2nd house. So it's going to start destructing what your finances look like. So be careful. You may find that you're going to have to go through difficulties when it comes to making, saving, and spending money. All right. So just be careful with that. Juno and Virgo, asteroid of marriage and partnerships here. Juno is going to be moving into Libra early August. So that's August 9th. Juno's the asteroid of marriage and partnerships. Whatever it is that you've been doing, building career here, when it moves into Libra, you're possibly going to be partnering with a specific community of people. And I feel like that's why I said South Node for you being in opposition to the North Node in the 11th house. You could be finding like you're dealing with karmic challenges and like it's like you're tapping into some sort of natural gift that you never knew you had. I feel that that's that Piscean energy while Saturn and Neptune is retrograde in your 4th house. You're tapping into abilities that you never knew you had. And it could be intuitively. All right. I don't know. Lilith is in Libra as well. Lilith is the asteroid of power. It's of vengeance. It's of revenge. It's kind of giving me like the masculine side of Mars, but it's the feminine energy one, right? So you can find that there's divine feminines around you that are taking off. These women are building communities of people. They're great for your groups. They could be spokespersons for your group, that type of thing. All right. South Node in Libra is actually working well for the feminines at this time because this is like the very last of it before we head into 2025. It's like we're halfway there. So those women that have gone through difficulties with relationships and having to be let go, I feel like those are the women that are going to strive to reach their highest potential, is what I feel. All right. They could have dealt with betrayals, and that was meant to happen for a reason. It's because this is how the universe works. It aligns us with where we need to go, where we need to be, how we're supposed to get there. Certain people belong in your life for a certain amount of time because they paid their dues. Now they're on to the next person to go fuck over. That type of thing. You know what I mean? So Scorpio in the 12th house is where we're seeing Pallas. Pallas is the goddess of war. It has a lot to do with the wisdom and knowledge. And as I started this specific, energy here, speaking about how it's going to be moving into your sign, Sag, there's a heavy emphasis on gaining as much wisdom and knowledge as possible right now when it comes to the house of the subconscious, utilizing the imagination and getting creative. What is spirituality for you? How can you use spirituality to help other people heal? All right. The 12th house has a lot to do with helping people, being vulnerable, compassionate towards others, being loving and caring and kind and that type of thing, but also not trying to lose your shit mentally. You know what I mean? Because that's what it's given. The challenge was the 10 of swords for you. That can definitely be like too much in the head, feeling like, you want to end a very difficult cycle in your life. You want to end that subconsciously and push forward to something new, manifest new. All right. That first quarter moon that we're going to have after this new moon in Leo is going to be on August 12th in the 12th house for you. Okay. So the first quarter moon, any intention that you set with this new moon in the 9th house, in your house of spirituality, in which you rule, all right, this is going to take off for you. You just have to stay committed to it. Whatever this is, I'm seeing Scorpio being of significance for you, Leo being of significance for you, and your fourth house for some reason, I feel. All right. Where you're being structured in your fourth house, how you're utilizing your 12th house and the amount of knowledge you're gaining there, the highlight that you have on your ninth house right now, where you're gaining all of your information about spirituality, with even Vesta being there, is perfect for you. All right, this is working great. So that first quarter moon is going to ask you, hey, your commitment is being tested. Did you gain the knowledge you needed? Are you ready for your career now? Are you ready to present yourself out to the world? Because once Palette steps into Sag, just like, your shit better be on point. That's what it's given. Okay. That's what I have for you guys. I'm going to pull a crystal. I feel like you have to start adapting to changes. If you guys go into like my community chats, for those that are new to the channel, I do community chats, I do collective readings, I do energy check-ins. All right, I do, weekend vibes. I do a bunch of different readings, but when I go in for my monthly readings, specifically for every sign, it gets into detail how it's going to affect you and what house and what transit is going to happen there. All right, so you guys can go check them out. See if they work for you. See if there's anything you can take out of there, and you can share it with others. Okay. Let's see. I'm getting orange calcite. Someone else got this energy. I can't remember who it was. Speaks about being creative, the pleasure of birthing something new, sensuality, and sexuality. So I told you, I feel like your sex life might pick up because you might be finding someone new or something that you might just be passionate about. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's sex. It's intimate to you, is what it feels. All right. It's sparking you somewhat in the sacral and the solar plexus chakra. All right. That's what that orange calcite is. Let's read it out. So this deck here goes over a general message. It also includes a relationship message and a prosperity message, as well as the crystal spirit meditation. So I'm going to read these out. It says the creative force of the conscious universe flows through you, and this is a fertile time for you as you feel your connection to the source of all inventiveness. Right now, your ability to channel creativity and birth something new is exceptional. Orange calcite spirit message is to fully inhabit the role of artist and co-creator, for you are the creative type right now. Being playful as you exercise your imagination will help you recognize what you want to co-create and how you might take action toward fulfilling your deepest desires. As you begin to craft something new, you will feel inspired and filled with optimism because the conscious universe is actually coming through you to express itself. You are both the created and the creator, an expression of the conscious universe and one who expresses its creativity. Fulfillment, purpose, and joy are the gifts you receive when you become a clear channel for the artistry of the conscious universe. Begin to heal the wound of the past created when you were told no, or you said no to your potential. Say yes to yourself today, for your creative soul is urging you to let it express itself. Start by drawing, painting, dancing, singing. Use any art form that puts you in touch with your awesome inner artist, for it will help you remember how powerful a co-creator you are. So as you co-create with spirit, you guys, this is going to help you get inventive in starting something futuristic for what it is that you do. And it could be definitely something spiritual. You know how many times I go on my channel and I look at things that are spiritual and I'm just like, wow, that was an amazing performance, or that was, I wasn't expecting to get that information out of that specific video. You know what I mean? So it could be something that you do online that expresses artistry. Today I ran into a mandala that was drawn on a bedroom wall. It was beautiful and it was given the energy of Zen. Okay, so creating spaces like that and sharing those ideas with other people on the internet could be like God given for a person that's been stressed out for like 5 years, to be honest with you. Creating a place of Zen, speaking to, people spiritually, speaking about affirmations. I mean, this can be big, right? Relationship message here. It says, it is easy to tell yourself, I can't instead of I can. You are meant to access the infinite possibilities that become evident as you start to channel creatively from the conscious universe. As you step into your creative self, you open up to new paths of relating to others and start to reshape your relationships in ways that make them even healthier and more satisfying. Partnerships evolve, and as your co-creative abilities are very powerful right now, look at how you may deepen intimacy through trust and be more playful and creative in your relationships. So the prosperity message says, you are an artist in your own life, and your canvas is before you. What will you make with the time and the money available to you? Today, your power to think outside of the box and put old patterns behind you is very strong. For Orange Calcite, Spirit magnifies your creative abilities. Imagine how you might think differently about affluence, or how you might interact with your differences of finances in new ways that are more beneficial to you. Do you need to learn to delegate work, or to pay others, or to pay someone else? Wait a minute. Do you need to learn to delegate work to others, or pay someone else to do the tasks that keep you from your true calling? Orange Calcite Spirit says that now is the time to be creative in how you translate all that is given to you into a life of meaning and purpose. Spend differently and reconsider how you use your time. Your creative approach to developing prosperity will serve you now. So that's interesting. As I said, Pluto will step back into Capricorn, and more so not destruct but transform what it's like, how you're getting creative, number one, because the second house is creativity, but it's also showing how it's going to change what your finances look like, how you make, you save, and you spend your money. All right. So reconsider how you're utilizing the time to get creative, as well as, instead of you paying somebody to do something, do it yourself. That type of thing. Crystal Spirit Meditation. It says orange calcite is a firestone that fuels the second sacral and third solar plexus chakras. Unlike many firestones, it has a gently stimulating rather than overwhelming energy. It is an excellent for overcoming shyness as well as depression. Meditating with orange calcite when you need courage. All right. So once again, utilize that energy. Doesn't that look like the sun? All right. And the sun is blooming once again in your house of spirituality. I love you guys. I'm leaving the